Chapter 9. All That is Buried. The three boys ran like crazy as the tunnel fell down behind them. A rush of dust and foul air came at their backs. But soon they were climbing out of the mine. Behind them came a blast of dust and cold air. The ground beneath their feet shook. Bolton's mine collapsed with a deep boom. Rico, Scott, and Clay looked at one another. For a moment, they thought about the last few hours. They thought about how close they had come to dying. They thought about how they had fought underground, but they said nothing. Without a word, they grabbed their bikes and rode home. Old Mrs. Bolton felt the mine cave in. She called the police, who came out at 10 o'clock. They found that the mine entrance was blocked with stones. Mrs. Bolton and the police were pleased. The old Bolton mine had been a pain for them. Teenagers would sneak in. Treasure hunters would go digging. Sooner or later, someone would get killed. Mrs. Bolton worried about that. Now there was no Bolton mine. It was history. For a few weeks, the three boys kept their mouths shut. Clay was the first to tell the story. He told his brother that he found the treasure. He told his brother that he had been trapped in the mine. He said that he had to leave the treasure behind. His brother just laughed. Today there are rumors in the town. There are old rumors about the Bolton treasure. There are new rumors that some kids found the treasure. There's even a rumor that some kids are buried in the mine. Some of those rumors are true, but only 3 people know for sure. One of them is Clay Prentice. He stopped beating up on little kids. He stopped stealing lunch money. Clay Prentice never became a good guy, but he stopped being a bully. Rico kept thinking about the money that he and Scott almost found. He thought about what the money could have bought. But then he remembered what it was like to be trapped in the mine. No box of money was worth that. He went on to write a story about the mine and its treasure. In his story, the kids got out with the money. They bought great cars and cool TVs. They went on trips to France and Mexico. They were heroes. I showed the story to Mrs. Rad. Scott told Rico. The 2 boys were at the clubhouse after school. Mrs. Rad was the nickname for their new teacher. She was doing a writing workshop in class. She like it? Rico asked. Yeah, Scott replied, except for the ending, the part where the 2 guys get all the money. What's wrong with that? Scott just shrugged. Mrs. Rad said she didn't believe it.